Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films, and today I'm starting a reaction series to Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm hopefully going to make it sound more natural when I say that, because that is a name that I feel like I've never said properly, even though technically I have. Jujutsu Kaisen. But for some reason it doesn't sound right when it comes from my mouth. Anyway, this is the show that is replacing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure here on the Thursday time slot. So, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen. I figured it made sense to go from JoJo to Juju. So, you know what? I'm going to be honest, and I just realized this just before I started recording. I don't know anything about this show, actually. Not really a thing. Like, I've seen the character designs, like maybe the main guy, and, the one guy with, like, the white hair, I think. Yeah. Other than that, I genuinely don't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's strange that I've never really thought about that. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't read the plot synopsis. I mean, it's right there, but I haven't read it. So, yeah. This is weird, but here we are. Anywho. But yeah. But I thought, screw it. This is a very popular anime, and we like reacting to some popular stuff on the channel, I guess. That didn't make sense. Anyway. So yeah, we're going to do a reaction series to Jujutsu Kaisen. One a week, every Thursday. I am going to be watching the dub, because I am a filthy dub watcher. But, yeah. So go ahead and leave your comments about how I am a charlatan for watching the dub and how it's a damn shame. I frankly don't care. I'm fine with dubs. Sometimes I do watch subs. I'm watching the sub of Mob Psycho right now, but I just like I like dubs, so whatever. It's not the end of the world if I watch a dub, or if you watch a dub for that matter. So, anyhow. Tangent aside, this is the first episode of the series, and what I like to do on the first episode is I make my full-length reaction available for free. So if you head down in the description, in the pinned comment, there'll be two links there. First is the reaction highlight, because the reaction itself is not here on YouTube, because I'm sure you know about copyright issues here on YouTube. So the first link will take you to the edited reaction, where it's all nice cut up, about 10 minutes or so, and you can watch it, have a good time. When you're done with that, I encourage you to come back to this YouTube video, because we'll have the discussion where we'll go over all the notes that I took over this episode. But the second link there will take you over to my Patreon page, but this is a completely free unlocked post for anyone to look at. That will get you the full unedited version. So if you want to watch me full through on this episode of Jujutsu Kaisen, you can. There's no show footage. I'm watching this on Crunchyroll, and you can basically just hit play on the video on Patreon. It'll give you a count-in to 3, 2, 1. That's when you click play on Jujutsu Kaisen. Should sync up, easy as can be. Can't give you the full episode with footage because it's completely illegal. So, anywho, so that is pretty much that. And again, after you watch either of those, the full length or the edited reaction, you can come back to this video for the discussion. So let's not waste any more time, and let's jump right into Season 1, Episode 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Here we go. Alright, I want to look up that guy's name first. I mean, I want to look up all the voices and everything, but I gotta figure out that dude's name, so... Jujutsu Kaisen Episode 1. Alright. Megumi Fushiguro. Which one do I go with? We'll go with Fushiguro, I guess. Yeah. Which is gonna take a slight risk. Okay, he's voiced by Robbie Daymond. If I'm correct, that is Tuxedo Mask in Sailor Moon. That's funny. Also Moomin Rider in One Punch Man. Anything else I recognize? Akechi in Persona 5. Haganeska in Demon Slayer. Okay. Adam MacArthur. This is Marco Diaz in Star vs. the Force of Evil. I remember that show. Not much else that I recognize, though. I mean, he plays some character in My Hero Academia, but for the life of me, I can't remember what character that is, so... Should I even look up... Alright, so Gojo was the name of the dude. Here, I guess I can... Gojo... Shabba-da-bee... Shabba-da-boo... Keiji Tang. I've heard of this guy before. Well, I've heard of him. Now, if I could actually... if I could actually, like, recognize something on here... Shinazugawa on Demon Slayer. I don't remember who that is. Okay, Kyle Hebert. I already know Kyle Hebert, so we're good there. I don't know if I would have guessed that his grandpa was Kyle Hebert, but yeah. Okay. That's our... This will probably be going on for the first, like, 6 or 7 episodes, and I'm just going to take a moment to look up voice actors. Tends to happen when I do, when I watch new anime. But, okay. I think I get it now. I think I get it now. Genuinely, I didn't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen going into this, you know? But I think I get where we're going. Again, honestly, that didn't fully establish everything, but I think I can piece together things. So, the world is kind of like Demon Slayer, kind of like Chainsaw Man, you know, where there's these, well, here they're curses, but these demon spirit things, only some people can see them, so they're kind of like stands too as well. So we have that as well, and now we have our new goofy protagonist who will join the group. And they did mention Jujutsu High, which I'm assuming is some high school teaching this, so yeah, so I think I get it. I still don't fully know who Gojo is. Like, we had the one scene of him at the beginning, but that was about it. Other than that, yeah, we don't really have enough to go on of who he is, but yeah, it's interesting. It is also, I guess, you know, I mentioned Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. It's like, this also definitely feels like Mob Psycho, just with the spirits. You know, only some people can see them, some people can fight them, you know. So I would say this is probably a mixture of Chainsaw Man and Mob Psycho in terms of just the setup. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, you know, and we've got our sort of Yuji and Fushiguro. They definitely remind me of Denji and Aki in Chainsaw Man, you know? Not quite to the same degree, but they're pretty similar, I would say. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting. And yeah, just a very interesting first episode. Definitely hooks you right out the gate, I will say. So yeah, we had Yuji, who was a strong boy, but that was just from the power of this curse, basically, that gave him that kind of strength, you know? Which, I guess it kind of makes you wonder, like, well, how long has he had this strength, you know? I feel like there's something else there that we're kind of missing on that, you know? Because it seemed like he was fully aware of his own strength, and his grandpa seemed to be pretty aware of it, too. So, I don't know, I'm kind of curious about that. But that was interesting. I like the occult club that he wanted to be a part of. That was also interesting because, you know, at first you think, oh, okay, so he doesn't actually, like, he kind of cares, but he doesn't really. But it's like, no, it was the coach that changed him and put him on the track team. And it's like, well, it's not really your decision, man. So, but he wants to stay with the occult club. Hopefully those two are okay, but I get the feeling if there is, you know, this Jujutsu High, if there's a high school for this, I imagine that'll be like, you know, he'll transfer over there instead. So, but he wanted to stay with the occult club, which was pretty cool. And yeah, he's just really strong and can beat all the world records, and that's how Fushiguro just figured out, is like, I bet he has the curse. So that was interesting. But I like Yuji. Again, he kind of reminds me of Denji. He's not quite like an asshole like Denji is, but he has that sort of, you know, I don't know, like aloof, casual personality, basically. You know, and even here he's like trying to figure out, like, you know, why am I like having, you know, am I scared of death? Am I sad? You know, he was a little sad because his grandpa died, but that was basically it. But is he scared of death? And now, you know, and he realized, like, well, you know, these two cannot die. His friends cannot die like this because that is not a good death. His grandpa had a good death, you know? And I like how, you know, his grandpa was like, you know, let me die with some style, you know? And that's exactly what he did, even though Yuji was kind of getting onto him. It's like, no, that's exactly what he did, because then he gave some wise words and just quietly passed away, you know? So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. And yeah, just, it's an interesting thing of, like, you know, Yuji going in and being like, you know, like, is like, well, I was kind of scared of death, but I figured, well, this isn't a good death, so I better come in and do something. Like, it's an interesting thing. Again, it's different from Denji, because Denji has a lot of problems, and part of that is just from his past and everything, but, like, Denji almost has, like, no empathy or human emotions, really. I mean, he has them, but not in, not normal human emotions. Whereas Yuji seems to definitely be kind of a normal kid, but at the same time, it's like there are, like, you know, maybe one or two screws loose, you know? So, I don't know how to describe that perfectly, but yeah, but he was interesting. I like Fushiguro. I thought he was cool. I like his little dog spirits. Again, it reminds me of Chainsaw Man with Aki, you know? Fushiguro not quite as serious as Aki is, but excuse me. But yeah, so I like him, and he's an interesting partner. I hope he lives. And then yeah, good fights. I mean, it's Mappa, so it's always going to be a good fight. But I enjoyed all of that, fighting the demon, getting the rotted finger and stuff. But then Yuji figuring out, I can eat the finger and I'll become more powerful, you know? But that seems to have unlocked some sort of demon within. If I were to guess, it would be the whoever's finger that was has now taken over Yuji's body. But I like this idea that he's kind of like going back and forth, like he's still kind of in control, like he's trying to suppress the demon, but he's just very nonchalant about it. It's like, well, it's my body, so I should be able to control it, you know? So I like that. That was interesting. And yeah, I don't really know where we're going from here, but I mean, hell, I'm hooked, so I enjoyed this, and yeah, this is fun. I like all the setup, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Jujutsu Kaisen reactions, even if there's only one right now, as well as another video on screen. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.